Hello, good evening, everyone. Good to see every one of you here once again. My name is Alex from MarketWise Asia. Today it is the 9th of June, 2023. All right, as usual, a Friday evening. I think I didn't do my Facebook Live for the past 3 weeks already, okay? So I hope you guys, miss my voice and happy to see me live again. So for those who don't know, okay, so I think I went to Perth on the 19th of May. So that week, that Friday, I did not do my Facebook Live. Okay, of course, the following week, 26th of May, I was still in Perth, so I didn't do my Facebook Live also. Okay, of course, last Friday was a public holiday in Singapore and Malaysia as well. So it was a Visa Day holiday. So I didn't do my live stream also. So it has been total 3 weeks already. Okay. So I hope all of you guys are still good. Okay. Still trading well, still trading safe. Okay. So once again, for those who just joined, please say a hi to me in the comments. Okay. Give me a like, share, or comments. Okay, so just tell Facebook and YouTube that you want to see more of MarketWise Asia content in the future. So just engage with me, let their algo know that you want to see more of MarketWise content in the future. So let me take a look at the comments right now. Hello, Pauline. Hello, Mary, Waylun, Christina, Dave, 1B, Yang, miss my first, sure not. Mei Chua, Christina, okay, say I look wonderful. Thank you so much. I think maybe I went for a haircut. So anyway, I just do before I wait for some people to streaming because I think the night is still young. We're just starting to start only. Okay, I think before the week that I went to Perth, right? So I went to Perth on the 19th of May. I'm looking at the calendar. So before that, at the start of the May, I think 8 to 12. No. I think it's not 14 to 18 that week, about there, okay. I think I actually had COVID. I had COVID. So this was the first time, okay, I kena COVID. Okay, kena is of course Singapore, okay. I had COVID, okay. So after able to siam to siam for 3 years, I got it. Okay, so in fact my whole family, my wife got it first, and then subsequently passed to myself and my daughter. So all of us had COVID, and it's not easy, okay, because my girl, 5 years old, got COVID. Still have to take care of her, and all three of us had fever as well. So not only that we are sick, we also have to take care of our girl. So not easy. So we kind of quarantine ourselves in our house. So of course, after after 7 days, actually we can fly lah. So just to make sure that we are well, generally all of us as well already, then we just fly we flew to Perth lah. Okay, so thanks God for that. Or else I can't imagine that if we we felt sick in Perth, then that would be a very awful feeling in Perth lah. Okay, not easy. Okay, all right. So I see ZJ, Rebecca, Pei Wen, Philo, Swatha, Ting Peng, Lam Yun. Okay, all right. Nicholas, Rosley. So people are still streaming in. So let me share my screen. Okay, before I go into that, let me share my screen first. Okay, add to screen. Okay, so I think for those, if you watched my video last week, I actually I shared this photo. So I believe if you watched my video last week, yeah, you should see this. So Perth was pretty fun. Okay, pretty fun. All right, so yeah, so we were there for the whole of 10 days. In fact, we went just before the school holidays because my girl is still in K1. We still can, go ahead of the rest of the people. If she is in primary 1, then very difficult. Okay, so we went to this is the Caversham Wildlife Park. So we went to Margaret River. We stayed in the animal farm for 3 days. I think the kids, my kids love it. Okay, we went to Fremantle. We went to where else? We went to Swan Valley. Okay, and we didn't really stay in downtown right at the center of Perth. So still a little bit outskirt. Okay, a little bit out of Perth Central. So the traffic is still pretty okay, right? So I took this kangaroo. This is not kangaroo. This is a wannabe photo. Okay, at Caversham Wildlife Park. Okay, so pretty interesting. So if you have kids, if you've never been to Perth before, Okay, I think this is a very good family place. Okay, you can go to. So maybe next year, okay, during the autumn or spring, you can go there. We went just right before the winter is about to set, so the weather is pretty cold. Okay, all right. So I think people are streaming ready. So let's get started. Okay, so as usual, first disclaimer. First, whatever I share today is just for education and information purpose. Okay. Please do your own due diligence. Please do your own due diligence. I could be wrong, so please don't copy me. So as usual, this is some of our social media channel. Do subscribe and follow. Telegram, YouTube, and Twitter. All right, so every social media channel serve different purpose. Telegram channel, I tend to share a lot of price mover, some of my updates. Okay, all right, market news, etc. YouTube, of course, sometimes I didn't do Facebook Live. I will update myself on YouTube channel. Of course, you're watching this on YouTube, then please give me a like, share, okay, and also subscribe to our channel. Twitter, I share a lot of trade ideas also, so I'll share with you later some of my trade ideas there as well. So I'll post the comments and all these links in the comments, okay? Joshua said, do you go to sell Italy? Where is it? I don't know where is it. Yeah, I didn't know where it is. So a lot of things, my sister-in-law actually planned the trip. So yeah. Okay, so I posted the link in the comments. All right, so before I kickstart this, just to let you know, all right, the Market Insights Virtual Summit, it is coming up real soon in July 15 and 29. So there's some change of date in case you already pre-register. Okay, so this time around, okay, even though this is a virtual summit, okay, of course, this name has been with us for the past 3 years, so we have decided not to change it. But this time around, it is going to be a hybrid event. So hybrid meaning that it is the 15th July, the first session is going to be a virtual Zoom, all right, and 2 weeks later, 29th of July, it is going to be in person, face-to-face live physical session. So there's the dates has changed, okay, but the pre-registration link hasn't changed. All right, so please, okay, you can register yourself through this link over here. I'll post the link in the comments. So this is how the link will look like. All right, okay, you should be able to see the link in the scrolling bar at the bottom of the screen. All right, so it's bit.ly / Brian Shannon. Okay, of course, the keynote is Brian Shannon. He is the author of this book called the Anchor VWAP. Okay, Anchor VWAP book. So let me take the book. I actually have the book. Okay, I actually have the book. Okay, so this is one of the interesting book, a new book by him. So Anchor VWAP, I think I shared some of these concepts before. So he is the authority on Anchor VWAP. So he has a lot of things to share with you guys. And of course, Brian is the founder of Alpha Trends. Okay, that's his company name. And of course, there's the date here, 15 and 16. So please ignore that. So prior to that, we were thinking of 2 virtual sessions. The sponsor IG decided to do an in-person. So we changed the date. So focus on this date, okay, 15 and 29. All right, so just pre-register now. All right, so if you pre-register, right, we will give you also bonus material when it is ready. So when you pre-register now, you won't get it. So once it is ready, then we will send it to you. And of course, once you register, you are automatically qualified for the virtual. Okay, for the in-person one, okay, we have limited seats. Okay, it's going to be free also, but limited seats. Okay, so you have to re-register again. So we will send you the details later on. But first of all, just pre-register yourself for the virtual event. Okay, for the 15th of July first. So once again, I'll post the link in the comments so you can pre-register and wait for the bonus materials. Okay, all right, so let's kickstart the session right now. So a lot of things happened in the market when I was away. So actually, if you remember what I said, I think just before I left, I said that the market might have some correction. So short-term wise, I was very, very wrong. Okay, the market, especially the big caps, if you actually watch my video last week, the YouTube video, I said that the big cap is actually driving this market rally. So you can see that the S&P, the Nasdaq 100, it is doing very well, whereas the smaller cap, the mid cap, okay, or the equal S&P are not doing that well. But of course, there's a sector rotation coming on. In fact, while the past few days the Nasdaq is not saying it crashed, okay, or it pulled back, but it's just stagnant. But the smaller cap IWM, the Russell 2000, actually rallied a lot more. So this is a very classic, rotation into different sectors and in the different industry, also into the small caps as well. All right, so but just to let you know, okay, next week there is a lot of economic data next week. So okay, so to let you know first, next week, the whole of next week, okay, 13, 14, 15, 16, there are economic data. Of course, the 13th of June, 8:30, Tuesday is the inflation data, CPI. All right, so 14, the next day, following day, Wednesday, 8:30 also PM Singapore time, is the PPI. This is the producer price index, mainly meant for the producers, the manufacturers, inflation data. It is also pretty important as well. And then on the 15th of June, of course, this is the key thing, the FOMC statement. Federal Reserve Jerome Powell is going to speak again, and whether there's an increase, okay, in the interest rate again, okay, we shall see. All right, and then on 16th of June, Friday, 10 p.m. 10 p.m. 10 p.m. There is this consumer sentiment, which can also drive the market as well. So whole of next week there's economic data, so it can be quite tricky. And also next week, next Friday, I think is the OPEX week. OPEX, it is actually the options expiry. And generally, okay, I if you don't know, moving into the OPEX, right, the market tends to move higher. Okay, I'm not going to explain much of the hedging and such, right. The market actually tends to move a little bit higher because, okay, of the options, positions, okay, that the market makers, the hedgers are taking on. Okay, so in fact, it is the options, okay, that is kind of driving the index forces. But after the OPEX, the option expiry, that the market is kind of free to move what it wants to go again. Okay, so then the market tends to be weaker, after the options expiry. But this is just the general cases, but it doesn't mean it's all the time. So just let you know, okay. So I'm not surprised, okay, if next week heading into Friday, the market can still continue to go higher a little bit. After the Friday next week, then the market, might be a lot weaker. Okay, so potentially it's like that, but we won't know how it goes. So I will show you my analysis later. And of course, as I mentioned, right, the FOMC statement. Okay, Yang say call reaching next Friday, 16 June. Yes, that's right. Okay, so FOMC statement. Let's take a look at the CME target rate over here. All right, so this is bit.ly/target rate. You can just Google CME Fed Watch 2, you can get it also. Okay, so Jerome Powell is speaking due in next week, 5 days time. All right, so let's wait for it to load first. Okay, so right now the interest rate is actually between 5% to 5.25%. So next week, okay, there is about a 30% chance, now is 27.6%, that the Fed, okay, will increase another 0.25%. Okay, all right, about 72%, okay, will stay put. Okay, so this is terminal rate at about 5 to 5.25%. Okay, I think prior to that, actually the probability was actually more than 90%. So now it has dropped already. Okay, so to 5.25 to 5.5%. Okay, so how do you think this will drive the market? Okay, right. So I'm not sure. It could be next week, right, when the CPI data, okay, comes out, and then the market could have some correction. Because right now, I believe, okay, inflation is no longer a concern right now. Inflation has been coming down. Okay, it's coming down. So I think the trend, it is down. Of course, it might not hit the target rate 2 to 3%, but it is definitely coming down. So this is nothing new really. Though the market, might not so-called, move the market, as in this news might not move the market that much when the CPI data is coming, PPI. Okay, but I think the crucial one could be the FOMC statement over here on Friday. Okay, and of course, I think if you have been reading the market, the US news, the US news. Okay, they say that we are in a bull market. After so long, then they say that we are in a bull market. So this is the link. Okay, if I'm not trying to say that I'm predicting myself very good or what. Okay, I think for the past few months, I say that the market is kind of okay, and moving higher. I think the market is pretty fine, you know, based on the VIX ratio, the market internal is doing okay. And so I've been saying that, okay, I've been saying that. If you remember what I said, okay, just type okay in the comments. The comments is getting a little bit quiet, okay? You remember what I said, okay, just type comment. So after so long, when the market is really up 20%, then they say that it is official, we are in a bull market over here. So how they determine is because, okay, the market actually, you know, from the bottom, okay, in October, after they surge 20%, okay, they say that it is the start of the bull market. And if you actually remember what I posted on the 1st of May, okay, so in a way that if you just want to solely based on price action, okay, in fact, I posted this on Telegram channel over here. Let me try to post it here. Okay, all right, so can you see that on 1st of May over here, right? So I say that for the first time since the beginning of the 2022 decline, the S&P 500 futures, especially the S&P futures, did something different. So I mentioned that on the 1st of May, last month, 1st of May, at the very start of the month, in fact, the end of April, I know already, okay, we are in a kind of a bull market. How I know that, okay? So I mean, for those who have been following me for the longest time, I think you should know already, okay? For those who are new to me, all right, so this is the S&P 500 futures over here. So let's go to the cloud and the CPR. So I just want to, you know, remove the cloud indicator first, okay? So I mentioned before already, can you see that, you know, during the COVID sell-off over here, all right, okay? This is the market crashes, right? This is the amount of the market crashes, okay? Price, the index are not single stocks or any other indexes, okay? It's the, especially just the S&P 500, okay? S&P 500, when the index, the closing price, okay, at that month close above the central pivot range for 2 consecutive months, there's a very high chance that, you know, we are in an uptrend and into the bull market. I think it's just a repeat, okay? So bear with me for those who have listened to me before. I think there are still some of them who don't know, okay? All right, so first month above central pivot range, second month above central pivot range. So bull market, go higher, okay? All right, so prior to that, I think I mentioned before also, I think in 2018 near to 2019, okay? So there was a quite a steep correction also, all right? Okay, first month above CPR, second month above CPR, bull market, okay? All right. This one also, all right, this is in 2018. There is a correction. The correction is not an easy correction, 2018, but once again, the central period range, first month above, second month above, bull market, go up, continue to go higher, okay? And there are other lots of instances, so I won't go and repeat and check it out, okay? Not 100%, but a lot of times it proved to be true. So this time around, I mentioned that also you can see that during the 2022 start of the sell-off, okay, there's no 2 consecutive months that price is above the central pivot range, okay, for 2 consecutive months. Okay, you can go and check it out yourself, okay? So it is only until this year, okay, in March, you can see that in March over here, in March, and then in April, okay, in March over here, first time price closed above the central pivot range. So this is the first month, and then in April, okay, end of April, price also stay above the central pivot range. So this is the second consecutive month. After that, okay, price actually move higher, bull market. So I actually mentioned that, okay? All right, so understand so far? If you understood, okay, just type the letter U in the comments, okay? Yeah, the star signal I will share with you later, but okay, but it has proven the previous star signal didn't work out. The uptrend is just too strong, okay? But of course, when a star signals comes out, it can be a cause of concern. At least it tells you that, you know, not to be overly aggressive. Star signal is a reversal signal. When a star signal, this is my, don't tell me how I get it, okay? This is my proprietary one. So when a star signals comes about, okay, you have to be careful. It doesn't mean that the market will do like that, but you know, at least don't be so aggressive going long. If you are in profit, at least take some profit off the table. Okay. All right. So I mentioned that in the actually on the 1st of May, I really started. I know already. Of course, you know, prior to that, looking at the market in terms and such, I already said that the market actually, it's not so bearish lah. Of course, I don't know about you, okay? Do you remember some guru, okay? All right, I think at the early start of the year, okay, okay, so the market bottom was actually in October, okay? After that, right, there is still some market guru. They are still very bearish on the market. Very much the way they say it is like they are damn cocksure that it is going to be a bear market. Okay, all right. And I remember I follow some every Facebook post when they talk about the market, they'll say that no, the bear market is not over yet. The bear market is not over yet. The bear market is not over yet. That kind of thing. Okay. I think of course, there could be still a bear market, maybe next month the market just suddenly, deep dive and come back like down. And of course, there's a possibility, not 100% sure, but I think the chances of to retest the low within the next few months or so is quite minute. Okay, it's quite low chance. Okay, all right. But that's my view. Okay, so October is the official low. So at least, okay, I think if you actually watch my video last week, I mentioned that, at least until the third quarter of this year, okay, I am still bullish. Of course, when I say that I'm bullish, it doesn't mean that the market will just continue to go up all the way like that, okay. Until September or so, price, could range bound, could go higher a little bit, pull back that kind. All these are still pretty normal. We are still above, the low of the October low over here. Okay, I hope you understand that. So long-term wise, I mentioned last week that, in fact, my view remained the same. Long-term wise, or not long-term, mid-term wise, okay, until at least the end of the quarter, I'm still bullish. But short-term wise, I am a little bit bearish, but still pretty hard to trade. Okay, short-term. All right, and I also mentioned that, I think market internals say okay to me, right? So this was the one that I mentioned. Okay, so this is the VVIX ratio. Okay, VVIX ratio over here. VVIX ratio. I do a naked chart, line chart. Okay, naked chart. I should do that. I try to end this Facebook Live within 1 hour, okay? So let me see, where is it? Yeah. So if you actually remember what I say, okay? So now the SPY, the S&P starting to catch up already. So before that, the market was actually like that. Okay, it's actually okay, let me try to do a better representation. Okay, so can you see that this is the oops. All right, so this was the high over here. This early of the start of the year high. So this is the horizontal line. The market was just trying to break above that, but the VVIX ratio, right, has already broken above that already. So a lot of times this VVIX over VIX ratio, okay, is a market internal that I look at. It tends to lead the market. Okay, so as I mentioned, it continues to go higher. Okay, this is a positive sign, which I think that the market is doing fine. Okay, I mentioned that before already. So this is just another, repeat of what I said. Okay, so overall, I think that the market, it is midterm wise, it is still okay. But if you're asking me, 1 year, 2 years later, 3 years later, I have no freaking idea. So don't ask me that. I'm primarily a swing and position trader. Okay, so everything okay? Okay, just type yes in the comments. Just type yes in the comments. Okay, all right. Can. Okay. So for those who don't know, VVIX is the volatility of VIX, is a derivative of VIX. Okay. All right. VIX is calculating the volatility of the S&P 500. Okay. VVIX is actually calculating the volatility of the volatility. Okay. Can so far. All right. Yes. Fantastic. Let's get started. And of course, I've been watching and following some of the Twitter, other gurus on Twitter as well. So let me show you some of the things that I think, okay, to show you that the market is still pretty okay. So this is the New York net high versus net low over here. Let me find the chart over here. So I think you guys can see this chart, right? Let me try to zoom in. Okay, so this is from Ryan the trade, okay, I think from Carson Research over here. So overall, you can see that the market actually go higher. The market go, I think cannot draw on this page. Yeah, cannot draw, never mind. But overall, you can see that, okay, it turns black. Black is, of course, positive, okay? So new high minus new low. Of course, you need to know what does this new high minus new low mean, okay? Of course, when there are more stocks, okay, making new highs, okay, then of course this is positive lah, all right? When there's more stocks making new low, which is the characteristic of a bear market, then it's going to be negative like this one, okay? You see, there are more stocks making new low, more stock making new low, but you know, there's a kind of characteristic change, okay? There's starting, you know, grinding higher and turn higher up, okay? This is the US new high minus the New York Stock Exchange also turning up positive. Nasdaq new high minus new low also turning much higher. So overall, I think the market breadth is also pretty okay. Okay. Mary is saying June is usually a down month, but shares seem bullish. So this is actually the start of June only. But okay, later I'll show you some data over here. Actually, during the pre-election year, okay, June tend to be positive as well. All right, so I will share with you later. Okay, so this is the New York new high minus new low, and of course, you know, during the Telegram channel over here, I think last few days or so. Okay, is it on the June 7? June 7 is 2 days ago. All right, I mentioned that, you know, Larry William posted a video over here. So as I mentioned, Larry is one of the gurus that I actually respect and follow. So this was the YouTube video. So that's the reason why you need to, you know, subscribe to our Telegram channel. So for those who just joined, okay, subscribe to everything. Okay, Telegram, YouTube, Twitter. Okay, just follow and subscribe to the various social media channel over here. So okay, and this was the summary over here. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, so it's the Telegram. Okay, so actually I actually provided a summary. Okay, and actually this is not provided by me. It's provided by ChatGPT. So ChatGPT is like one of the superpower that, you know, I have right now. So it's extremely powerful. Okay, extremely powerful over here. So nevertheless, I'll go share with you some of the things that Larry said over here. So one of the things that he said is actually, I will just point out the key one. Okay, the cycles that he mentioned. So the cycles that he mentioned, it is actually this cycle. Okay, this roadmap cycle over here. Okay. All right, so far it has been pretty June. If you watch Adam Khoo video, he actually mentioned this as well. So it is also taken from Larry Williams. So this is the cycles. Okay, you can see that, you know, so far this was the low over here. So seems pretty accurate. The red line was the cycle chart that actually Larry plotted over here. So Larry said that, you know, based on his market cycle timing, okay, analysis, okay, he anticipate that, you know, during the mid of June, there will be a market correction. Mid of June, there will be a market. I can't draw this, never mind. So can you see over here, right? Here over here. So starting over here, it start to grind out. So until maybe the mid of July, then there is a chance for us to buy again. Okay, understand what I'm trying to say? So mid of June, just type mid in the comments if you get what I said. Just type mid, M-I-D, mid of June over here. Of course, doesn't mean that he will be right, but at least it gives us a guideline, okay, a roadmap to let us know when to be cautious. But we are also pretty near, you know, to the mid of June. Right now, we are crossing into the 12th of 12 o'clock. So we are crossing to 10th of June. Just one more week later, okay, we are in the 15th of May, mid of June already. All right, another one that he shared is actually this short-term cycle over here. So short-term cycle is exactly what I mentioned just now, okay? So this is the red line is the short-term cycle over here. All right, so the short-term cycle also hinting that, you know, the mid of June where is a buying opportunity. So right now, we could be the start of a market correction. So yeah, all right. So that's the gist of it. So based on the Telegram, okay, the summary they are provided. Okay, of course, he mentioned that there are a lot of what Adam say in his YouTube video. Those market YouTube market porn. Okay, those bear market porn star. They always like to blow things up, make everything so fearful and such. So there are a lot of these kind of big gurus who predicted that because they are not acting to your advantage. They are not acting to your interest, but because all these bad news, bear market news, okay, can attract eyeballs, can attract attention. Okay, so that's the reason why people like to shout to you that there's more downside to come. There is 20% down, 30% down, some more kind of that's bear market news, okay. All right, but the market has proven that it has continued to head higher, even though there is the banking crisis. I think in the early March or so, okay, or April, I forget the date already. So there's several banks actually failed, okay, but the market still continue to power on and head higher, okay. So, and of course, Larry presents a long-term chart of the Dow Jones. When inflation is over, okay, when inflation is over, stocks usually rally, and he talks about the employment ratio as well. So right now, it seems that it hasn't come down yet. It hasn't dropped the employment rate ratio, so it is still okay. Okay, and of course the market cycle, which I mentioned about the chart just now. So there may be a correction starting in June, and also discuss some specific stock, Tesla. Okay, he suggests that there's a buy point in July, noting that Tesla has a positive long-term outlook. Okay, and Larry also discussed about the gold. He think that the buy point for gold is actually in August. Okay. Anyway, so this is I want to share with you something. So for those who actually those who have a premium Chat GPT account, okay, just type GPT account in the comment. Okay, you paid for it $20 a month. You pay for it. Just type GPT in the comments. Okay, if you pay for it, just type GPT. I just want to ask who has it. Okay, if you don't have it, I actually suggest that you purchase a subscription. Okay, it is actually very, very useful. Okay, nobody has it. Really? Nobody has it. Nobody paid for the GPT account. Only me, is it? Okay. Anyway, so this is a paid account. All right. This is not related to the market news. Just want to share with you something extra over here. So the free account is 3.5. The paid account is GPT-4. Okay, I can tell you GPT-4 and 3.5, there is a stark difference. GPT-4 is actually much better. So a lot of times I ask GPT to help me, rewrite for me, write copywriting for me, refine the email for me, copywriting, marketing materials. GPT-4, it is definitely much better. And with GPT-4, okay, you can do web browsing, okay, and there is a plugin. Okay, so this is the plugin that is useful. So if you go to this plugin, all right, if you search for plugin store over here, okay, I think you might need to load. Okay, so all right, so okay, you can just search for this video insights. This is the one that I mentioned. Okay, video insights, it actually helped to summarize YouTube video. Okay, so let's do a very quick one. So is this not this one, video insights. Okay, so this is video, no, not this one, video insights. Okay, all right, so let's go to youtube.com. Okay, I will just do a random video over here. Okay, okay, since I talked about Adam Khoo, okay, so let's go to Adam Khoo video. Okay, all right. Anyway, I don't know Adam Khoo personally, but I respect him. Okay, all right. So so what's next? Let's, for example, so you watch this. What's next for stocks? AI boom or bust? Okay, all right. So skip ads. Can you see the let's do something longer. The most hated bull market in history. So what's next? 3 weeks ago. So this video is actually, 23 minutes long. Okay, so very simple. Just click on the video link. All right, go to ChatGPT. You just post the link already. Very simple one. All right. Just wait for a while. So you, in the background, you will use the plugin. All right. Anyway, this is not related to the market, but I think that is pretty useful. So I want to share with you. I earn no commission, but I think this is really, really powerful. Come out already. Okay. So this is 23 minutes long. So which means that if you have no time to watch, you have to watch for 23 minutes. And for me, usually I will speed up 1.5 times to 2 times. So Adam Cole's video, I can speed up to 2 times. So I can cut short within 10 minutes plus, I can finish the video. All right. So if you just want to really catch the gist of it, right, you can, use this and it will summarize the video for you automatically. So I actually tested this video on myself also on my Friday night talk. It can catch about 90%, almost 90% of what I say. So it's very useful. Okay, if you can see the power of this plugin and the GPT-4, just type me in the comments. See, all right. So you can expect the market to last for 3 to 5 years. Also mentioned that discuss the action of Warren Buffett, blah blah blah. Discuss the cash have last time, right? Okay, all this. Eventually, this investor will come to market. So without me watching the video, I roughly know what he talked about already. So useful or not? Okay. Anyway, yeah, this is just on the share with you. All right. So let's go there. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So right now the market is above the low, 20% higher from the low already. So more stats and more data over here. So 20% off the low. So what's next? Is it going to be bullish or is there more correction? So Mark is asking, right? How much to subscribe for GPT-4? $20 per month. I think it's USD. $20 per month. If you can afford to subscribe to Netflix, I think you can afford to subscribe to GPT lah. So it can do a lot of things. Okay. All right. Yeah. So 20% off the low over here. Okay. So 20% off the low over here. Okay. So where's the stats over here? The stat is here. Okay. So I will share with you guys over here. Okay. So 20% off the low. Can you see that these are all the dates? I'm not sure I can zoom in. Okay. So these are all the dates that shows a bear market of more than 20%. So after that, okay, when the market, okay, reverse back up and, goes higher and 20% off the bear market low, what happens next for the S&P 500? So overall, this is 1 month later, 3 months later, 6 months later, and 12 months later. Okay, so at one glance, okay, what can you deduce from the data without even actually looking at the numbers? Okay, is it more green or more red? Is it more green or more red? I'm sure you know the answer lah. Okay, so a lot of times if you can afford to hold for more than 12 months, okay, out of the past 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13, out of the past 13 times, 12 times it is actually positive. Okay, only 1 year in 2001 it is actually negative after 1 year. So if you can hold for 1 year, statistic data probability is in favor of you. Okay, so on average, after the market goes up higher 20% off the low, of course that is in 2022, is the October low. Now we are above 20% higher already. Okay, in general, average, right? Average, okay. If you can hold for 6 months, okay, the return is 10%. If you can hold for 12 months, the average return it is 17.7%. The percentage of times higher, okay, 92%, which means that 13 times, okay, 12 times it is actually positive return. So, okay, the data is here. It is entirely up to you to think that whether this is a bull market or a bear market. Okay. Again, I want you to have a consensus. How many of you, right now think that we are in a bull market now, okay, just type bull. If you think that it is still a bear market, okay, just type bear in the comments. It is perfectly fine. It is perfectly fine, okay. You know, you are entitled to your own opinion. Just want to have a show that you are still a bull or still a bear, okay. But of course, right now there are a lot more bull right now. So this is, you know, I'm gonna be a little bit more careful when people. I'm not sure about you. If you remember when people were quite bearish, especially at the start of the year, December, January, February. Oh, I was very aggressively long. I was very aggressively long. Okay, when people are still a bit scared. Right now, I a bit tarik, a bit tarik. Okay, yeah, not so sure about it because I am expecting a correction. When you see the media, posting that the market is a bull market and such. There's need to be a little bit more careful. So you can see that all of you are bull now. Oh, see, you can see that all of you are bull now. So I need to be a little bit careful. So correction could be around the corner. Okay, since a lot of you are very bullish right now. Okay, all right. Anyway, I think Mary asked about the June seasonality, right? So of course, historical data wise, okay, if you look at stock charts I mentioned in my last week YouTube video, okay, so if you look at the seasonal data, okay, seasonality over here, all right, so you can just type in SPY lah, okay, doesn't matter, SPY, SPX, it is almost the same. Okay, just go. Okay, let's stretch to about 15 years or so. Okay, can you see that generally, okay, June, it is not the best month over here. Historically, January, June, August to September is not a very good month. July is a good month over here. Okay, so June is actually not a very good month. And in fact, there are times where it is negative as well. But during a pre-election year over here, okay, this is the pre-election year. Can I find or not? Okay, so this is also taken from Carson Research over here. So, all right. So the bar charts split into since 1950, past 20 years, past 10 years, and during the pre-election year over here. So generally, can you see that for the past I think past 20 years, June has been negative. Okay, past 10 years, slightly positive. But of course, if you compare to other months, okay, June is definitely not the best month over here. But okay, during the pre-election year, okay, June is actually positive. Okay, I think about less than slightly below 2%. Okay, so there's still a chance that this month, okay, June, the month could be still a positive month. Okay, so I'll leave it to you. Okay, all right, so I'll move into the stocks right now. So I think right now, the stock, the trading view got some data arrow on the futures price over here. So it's not doing too. I think the spot price are still okay. Okay, S&P today is quite muted, up 0.14%, Nasdaq 0.35%. So let's go to the stock chart. I think it would be better over here. Okay. Ben Hui say, yeah, this is based on Larry William about that mid of June until mid of July So that's the cycle So can you see that I try to zoom in over here. Okay, so S&P Nasdaq is still positive, but the New York Stock Exchange NYSE 90 today is down already. Mid cap is down 0.6%. Small cap is down about 0.75%. So it is actually, beneath the surface, the market is not that strong today. Okay, even though the mega cap is still pushing much higher. All right, and of course, VIX today, it is also higher, up a little bit also. So this is kind of a telltale sign. Okay, of course, next week could change again, but at least for tonight, the market it is actually not that strong. Okay, so let's go to the chart right now. So this is the S&P 500 over here. All right, so I was pretty wrong. Okay, I admit I was pretty wrong. I was expecting price to be bearish for the short term, but it didn't. But right now, even though the market, after that, the market just continued to chong higher. Okay, so right now, my star signal appears again. My star signal appears again. So right now, so in fact, I think yesterday appeared. So a cause for concern, potentially you need to be more careful. I'm not sure about you. Maybe next week price could start to come down, okay, or after next week or so, okay. So this is this is S&P. S&P still looks okay to me. It is the Nasdaq. Nasdaq looks a bit parabolic over here, for at least for the short term, okay. So can you see that after that go up, ping pong range, then boom, right? Very parabolic over here. So my star signal actually appeared, I think, last week. So right now, the market doesn't seem to have the momentum going higher. So do be careful going to go long over here. And of course, today, the Russell 2000, it is actually have pulled back for the 2 consecutive days already. So after a splendid rally over here, I think 4 days ago it was up 2.7%. Then another day is up 2%. It's a bit over extended. Okay, it's a bit overextended. Okay, and if you look at the S&P, this is the weekly time frame. Okay, all right, is it this or Nasdaq? Okay, Nasdaq. Okay, we are weekly time frame. We are also hitting a near-term support. This is based on weekly time frame. So this, the green line over here is the Camarilla pivot. Okay, it is kind of my mid support. Okay, in a way that it's so kind of a minor. Sorry, it's a minor support for me. So it's hitting there. It's hitting there. So be careful on that. S&P, weekly, it is just breaking above the Camarilla pivot also. So need to be a little bit careful. So overall, okay, I know the market is in an uptrend, but a bit overextended. I hope I can drive what I say. Okay, the market, how would I say? Right now, how to say? If you're talking about Mandarin, buy 也不是 short 也不是 买也不是 卖也不是 you get what I'm trying to say? So that's the reason why I mentioned during my Twitter, okay, I say that since my return in Perth, I haven't been actively trading stocks. Presently, I find commodities to be offering a clearer perspective over here. So you ask me to buy now, market, it is overextended. It can also affect the small cap, mid cap. So I do wish to buy. But if you short now, market can continue to rally higher, okay, and then you get stop out. So that day, I think yesterday, Yi Yang was asking me, whether I'm buying the S&P, if I'm wrong. So I told him, actually, I'm staying out of the market. So because I know the moment I FOMO, okay, I go and click buy now. I go and buy index or Bible stocks now, okay. Very sway one. The moment I buy, the market sure come down one. So I rather don't buy. How many of you have this experience? The moment you buy, okay, you loan and do loan don't buy. But after that you pay tahan already, go and buy pump. Then the market immediately you buy, the market come down. Who has the experience? Just type me in the comments. Don't tell me only. Yeah, so we're joking with him. So I don't want to buy now. Okay, I'm not interested to buy stocks right now. Of course, there are opportunities but I'm not interested right now. Okay. Yeah, so Wiki say, same as Yi Yang okay. FOMO, I buy already, let us know. Then we go short, that kind of thing. So if I buy already, I'll let you know. Okay, if I buy already, I'll let you know. So right now, I'm not buying yet. Okay, I'm not buying yet. Okay, I'm not buying yet. Okay, so I'm not buying yet. So buy 也不是, short 也不是. So stay out of the market for now. Okay. Well, of course, there are still opportunity. Okay, I'll go through with you later. So sectors at a glance, same. Everybody say the same thing. Okay, when I buy, let you know, then you'll go short. Okay, sectors at a glance. So I mentioned during the description, right? So what are the sectors to look out for? What are the sectors that that's overextended? So as usual, you can go to the stock chart sector glance over here. Let me remove some of this tab here first. Okay, too many tabs. See already, also blur. Okay. All right. So I think if you have been following the market, you should roughly know now. Okay. All right. So S&P 500 overextended, very way above the moving average already. You can see that consumer discretionary doing pretty well. Okay. XLC communication is doing well. XLK, all these are overextended. Okay, XLI overextended. So materials still okay. All right. Energy is lagging. Staples is lagging. You can see that it is actually below the moving average. Okay. XLV is also lagging. Utilities is also lagging. Okay. XLF still okay. All right. Real estate, I don't really go and monitor that. So yeah. So okay, overall, can you see that the discretionary, okay, industrial, technology, all these are a bit overextended, okay? So these are the things that I won't be chasing, okay? All right. The one, of course, if the market corrections really comes, okay, either next week or after next week, potentially, okay? So timing the shorts is still pretty difficult. So I can tell you, I tried to short Nasdaq one time, I get stopped out. So, I don't want to try again. So yeah, at least for now, okay? Anyway, it is just another position for me, it doesn't matter. So I didn't really put a lot of weight on my shorting. So it's just another position. I'll just kind of test some water whether I'll be proven right. So it's still a little bit tricky. So if the market really corrected, okay, then the staple defensive stocks could potentially go higher. Utilities potentially can go up higher as well. So this is the XLP over here. Okay, so right now, okay, we are still below the cloud, below the central pivot range over here. So if the market do correct, okay, defensive stocks, there could be a sector rotation and move back to the defensive stock, and that could move higher. So I'll be looking at that as well. Okay, and then the utilities as well. Okay, utilities as well. So hitting up the resistance level again. So yeah, so these two utilities and the staples are the lesser performance right now. Okay, the weaker one, but correction comes, their turn to go higher also. So moving into July, that is where you need to be extra selective. Okay, so of course, I think there are quite a number of you who actually bought the seasonal vantage over here. Okay, of course, right now we are actually nearing towards the end of the June already. So nearing July, okay, I will actually, okay, we'll launch, most likely we will launch, give me some time, okay, for the third quarter of the seasonals, okay, so that is where, okay, where the seasonal advantage will prove again to be very useful again, because it's the weaker month, so you need to be very selective of what you are buying, okay, so, I want to get the seasonality over here. Okay, so as I mentioned just now, right? So the seasonality chart over here, okay, July, August, September tends to be the weaker month. So if you want to go long, you need to be much more selective. You can see that, of course, July is a stronger month. August, September, not so good month. So that is where be extra careful on that. So I don't mind sharing right now, because right now it is actually, let me share my screen, okay? Right now, it is actually, let me see. Okay, I'll post this over here. Okay, so this is the ETF one. This is the ETF over here. So, okay, I hope you guys, profit from the seasonal advantage. Okay, all right. So, of course, it's just data to you. There are many ways to use this data. All right. So now, right now, we are into June over here. Okay, into June over here. Okay. So these are the one. Okay, last time already, so I don't mind sharing. Okay, so let's say, for example, okay, first of all, June. Can you see that there is a lot of, what can you see? Okay, I'm trying to zoom in. So at the start, right? What can you see over here? Okay, what can you see over here? What the start? Okay, what is all this? What is this? Can anybody just share with me? Can you see a lot of all these things or not? So this is one way you can use seasonal advantage, right? Okay. So this is ETF is towering its ETF, but actually you can see it's all bonds, right? Treasury bonds, treasury bonds, treasury bonds, treasury bonds. Okay, I mentioned in my Twitter. All right. Okay, watch TLT bonds. Okay, we are on the cusp of a period that's historically bullish for bonds, stretching from mid-June, actually from mid-June to September. So that's where it is going to be bullish. Okay, of course, there could be some conflict. Okay, because of the US debt ceiling, right? So of course, prior to that, there's this US debt ceiling, US borrowing lah. No need to increase the debt ceiling, or else no money to pay back to all the debtors and such. So after that, okay, approved. Okay, now the US government wanting to issue over $1 trillion worth of new treasuries. New treasuries, of course, means new bonds lah. New bonds. Of course, the flooding of the supply of new bonds could potentially, drive down the price of the bonds. And if you drive down the price of the bonds, okay, the yield, the interest rate will go a bit higher. Okay, so of course, this is the correlationship between the bonds price and the yield price, because a lot of supply, you flood so much, right? Of course, the price of the bonds will come down, price of bonds come down, yields go higher. And of course, that will temporarily decrease the liquidity. Okay, why? Because more investors, or more funds buy into the government bonds, because right now interest rate the yield is pretty good, right? 5% that kind, right? So why risk your money into the stocks, equities? Just wun just get the 5% interest rate, right? Okay, so money transfer into the government account from investors. So more money into the bonds. So at least short-term wise, drain liquidity. There'll be reduced of money supply in the interim. So that could potentially drive the market down. But okay, if you look at the seasonal again, so let me show you. So this is based on seasonal vantage. Okay, so at least you know what to focus on. You know to focus on based on seasonal vantage. Okay, so at least give you a guideline. Okay, so this is the Larry Williams indicator, the true seasonals. Okay, right. This is a paid plugin actually. Okay, so can go to TLT. TLT is the proxy for the long-term bonds. Okay, proxy for long-term bonds. This is the 20 plus years treasury bonds over here. So can you see that we are almost there? Okay, almost there. Okay, at the start here. All right, we are going to go high, mid of June, somewhere around here. We are going to go higher, and right now, okay, it is, yeah, today is actually up. You see, actually, I have a position in bonds. I have a position in bonds. Okay, still holding. Okay, in some slight profit. Okay, not a lot, but a little bit of profit. Okay, so when you look at bonds, even though it could be flooding the market with bonds, but looking at the TLT, okay, even though right now it is, let me remove this VWAP. Okay, so market, it is undergoing a contraction. So contraction. So right now, even though we are at the central pivot, can you say it's resisted by the CPR, So after that, price came down, price coming down after hit the CPR. By right, it should move another leg down lah. Okay, but it did not. It didn't. So right now, it looks to me price can't really go down and wants to go up higher as well. Okay, and of course, VWAP. Recently, I'm starting to use more of the VWAP, all thanks to Brian Shannon. So if you haven't registered for the Market Insights Virtual Summit, right, do register now. Okay, for those who just joined us, okay, 15 July virtual, Brian Shannon, the authority on VWAP, is speaking. 29th of July in person. Actually, we invited, I forget to share. Okay, Rainer Teo will be speaking as well in person. Okay, so he is the guy with the 1.7 million YouTube subscriber. Yeah, so do register for this. Pre-register now. Okay, all right. So we can see that it is starting. If we put the anchor VWAP over here, okay, just below. No, we are trying to break above the anchor VWAP over here. So it's more positive today also. So I'm looking closely at bonds over here. So moving until at least there's a good range to go until the third quarter. So if you understand what I'm trying to say, okay, just type TLT. Again, I'm not asking you to copy me and buy TLT. I have a position in TLT. Okay, please do your own due diligence. I could be wrong. Okay, I could be absolutely wrong, and then price just dive down like that. Okay, all right. Just type TLT if you understand about, you know, based on the, you know, seasonals. Okay, we are in approaching the start of a potential rally in the bonds. Okay, so this is the ETF. You can see a lot of bonds over here, a lot of bonds over here. Okay, all right. So let's say for example, okay, all right, okay, you want to go long right now. Let's say right now you FOMO already, you die down to go long. Okay, so then what could you do? Okay, all right, you could look at, you can see over here, all right, you can see that biotech, okay, biotech, okay, not too bad. So from the 19th of June to 18th of July, okay, there's a high probability that it can continue to go higher. Okay, IBB is one. The data that I have is actually XBI also have. Okay, all right, so 19th of June to 3rd July, so almost there. Okay, the time frame is a bit short. There's about 15 to 12 trading days only. Okay, so you can look at XBI biotech. Okay, the price movement, it is still pretty strong. Okay, right now. So of course, I don't just blindly just buy like that. Okay, I still have wait for the setup and such. Okay, all right. So of course, different methods to use this seasonal advantage. Of course, you can just buy, but I do encourage that. So let's say, for example, if you really want to just want to buy something, then at least, okay, you know what to focus on, not any Tom, Dick, and Harry sectors and industry to focus on really. You get what I'm trying to say or not? Okay, I hope you get what I'm trying to say. If I'm not just type yes. So this will actually help you to focus. So if you want to buy, focus on, maybe not technology, okay, focus on the biotech, okay, or, all right, you can focus on retail. Okay, retail right now, okay, you still need to put some discretion. Retail a bit overextended, so I'll be a bit more cautious. Okay, a bit more cautious. And since, okay, right, okay, I can see a lot of bonds over here. I can see a lot of bonds over here. Okay, all right. So you can see that at the end of the day, June, actually not much sectors. If you really want, another one is healthcare, okay, XLV or VHT lah. So you can take a look, all right. And of course, SPLV is actually the low volatility. And normally these low volatility stocks is actually, okay, the consumer staple, okay, SPLV, okay, SPLV, if you take a look at etf.com/SPLV, all right. So SPLV from 13 June, okay, from 13 June exactly, okay, like the market correction time, 13 June to 26th of July, okay, 100% of the time for the past 11 years, it is actually positive, okay. So you can see the ETF, SPLV, low volatility, okay, a lot of times they are the consumer staples, okay. Can you see Johnson & Johnson, McDonald's, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, all these, okay, food, curate pepper, all these are the consumer staples. So you know exactly what to focus on, not any Tom, Dick, and Harry sector you suka want to buy. Don't chase, don't anyhow chase. Okay, all right. So do you understand what I'm trying to say? Just type yes in the comments once again. Okay, just type yes in the comments once again. So this is how the seasonal advantage will help you. Of course, I won't ask you to buy now because it is towards the end of June already. Okay, so most likely July, I will launch another one for the third quarter. How many of you are actually interested to get this? Okay, just type me in the comments. Just type me in the comments. So as you know exactly what to focus on. Okay. All right. So prior to that, there are a lot of things here from April to May. So all these are moving higher. Semicon, aerospace, all these are moving higher. Okay. Coupled with the fact that it is actually very positive okay, in the bull market. Okay. All right. As I mentioned, I want to repeat again. July, okay. August, September, that is the one time where you want to be extremely selective to buy. This is where the seasonal advantage will prove to be very useful to you. So at least you know what to focus on. Okay, I think I talked a lot on that. I don't talk on that too much. Okay, so Ken, is there anything I want to talk about? I think that is about all. I think finished already. Yeah, so that's about it. Okay, any other question that you want to ask me? So all in all, okay, I go through my Twitter first. Okay, so once again, for people say that this is actually bespoke. Okay, bull market up 20%. A lot of times all this data are posted on Twitter. So can you see over here? Since my return from Perth, I mentioned just now, right? So my position are doing okay now. Some of the FX not doing that well, but I'm still holding on. Okay, all right. Gold is positive today, right? Is it gold? Negative, but still okay. I'm still in slight profit. Palladium, okay. Palladium are down 4.6%. Okay, can you see that Palladium? I went for a short. Okay, doing pretty well. Okay, and then what else? Okay, natural gas went up a little bit. Profit now is coming down. I'm still holding. It's still okay doing now. Okay, still in slight profit. And then what else? Wheat. Okay, wheat. Okay, today is a bit flat. But it is also in slight profit. Okay, remove objects, drawings. Okay, so okay, wheat. Okay, seasonal wise, I think wheat. I forgot already wheat. Okay, I need to check. I still need to check back my seasonal advantage also. But anyway, I use this for now. I use this for now. Wheat. Okay, it is supposed to come down, but okay, price action actually, at least for the short term, for a swing trade, looks pretty okay to me. At least I think you at least go and hunt the pin bar over here. So short term wise, I'm doing a short term swing. So these are some of the position that I am holding. So I think the best one right now is actually the Palladium. Okay, it's actually the Palladium right now, doing pretty well. Okay, all right. So you can see that didn't really trade stocks. Okay, IHI, I was doing a short on IHI also. So as I mentioned, timing on the key indices, it is still challenging. I think today IHI, is it slightly positive also? Not that easy to time. Okay, still okay. You can see the IHI, I went for a short on this day. So right now, I think almost break even or in slight profit. Okay, another one that I am shopping. Now I'm shopping is actually the MOO, agriculture. Okay, as I mentioned, not trading individual stock, but I'm starting to short some of the ETF. Okay, so MOO is one of them. Agriculture, agri business. Okay, so if you don't know what is that, right? ETF.com/ you can go to MOO. So yeah, that deals with the agriculture stocks. Okay, so if you go to that, all right, so you can see the fact sheet and such. Okay, the fact sheet, it is, how come don't have today? I think today the site is not loading well. I have already. Okay, so it captures a broad portfolio of companies in the agri business that are related to farming related commercial activities. Okay, and some of these, I believe some of the stocks, okay, might not be so familiar to you. Of course, Deere and Co, you might know. Bayer, Corteva, not so familiar to you. Archer Daniel, you should know. Okay, Tyson, you should know. Tyson also consumer defensive. Okay, and all this. All right, so yeah, and if you look at the seasonal for MOO, in this period of time, it's actually the start of a downtrend. Okay, all right. So of course, I am trading based on data, quantitative, and of course I need to wait for my signal. Of course, my signal is actually on that day itself. Yesterday is actually the wash and rinse. I didn't wait until the market closed lah, okay, but after the market moved a little bit higher, but today I think there's a wash and rinse pattern also. So this is the wash line, and then there's a rinse line, and also couple it is near the essential range plus the seasonal. Okay, again, I'm not asking you to copy me, so I could be wrong. So please don't copy me. But this is what I am trading. All right. Okay. Cheryl is asking, I don't understand what do you mean to wash out in August and September. Okay, this is because I mentioned that seasonal. Do I have seasonal pattern? Okay, August, September tends to be a weaker month. Okay, based on data, historical data lah. Traditionally, August, September is a weaker month. That's why you need. So if you want to buy, you need to be extremely selective in what to buy. Okay, all right. For the short term, is there a higher probability that US? That is my view. Okay, my view is that there's a higher chance that it will come down and have a correction. But of course, when the market it is extremely bearish right now, it's still not very bullish. There are people still bearish. So sentiment is still not the utmost positive yet. So there's still a chance that we could still, the market, especially the key index, could still continue to go higher. Okay, but yeah. So next week is the OPEC options expiry. So there's still a chance that market can continue to grind a little bit higher until next week's over. But overall, short-term wise, I don't really want to trade individual stocks. Okay, so yeah, I don't want to FOMO and chase. Okay, all right, especially the mega cap. Definitely, I don't want to buy them, especially like, for example, NVIDIA. Okay, wow, after that, boom, get also high, the people who chase, I don't like it. Okay, so I won't be chasing that. All right. So any other YouTube, okay, can provide Excel. Okay, for the coming one, most likely I will provide a Excel version. Okay, I could provide. So wait for it to launch in end of June. Okay, so to prepare for the third quarter for July, August, September. Okay. Any other questions so far? Before I call it a day, just to let you know, do register for this Market Insights Virtual Summit pre-registration. Okay, pre-registration. All right. So over here, this is where you will get, okay, 15 July in person, 15 July in virtual, 29 July in person. Brian Shannon on 15, Rainer Teo on 29. So ignore the dates here. Pre-register now. So once it is ready, I will send you the bonus material and such. But of course, right now, if you register now, you won't get it now. Wait for it to be ready. Okay, then we will send it to you. Okay. All right. So pre-register now, and then yeah, subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. Okay, Twitter or Telegram channel. Please subscribe to our Telegram channel, YouTube, and Twitter. Okay, if you're watching on YouTube, follow us, like, and subscribe. Okay, I'll post the link in the comments. I think with that, I can answer one or two more questions before I call it a day. So yeah, any other question? So from mid-September from mid-June to Sep, the chance of bonds ETF price going up is high. Yes, based on historical data. Okay, yes, seasonally it tends to go up higher. But of course, don't enter blindly. You still need to wait for the setup, the entry trigger, whatever entry trigger you're looking for. You still need to wait for that. Okay, all right. That's my view. I have a position in bonds. All right. So if you find value in today's session, once again, just type value in the comments before we end the session. Give me a like, share, or comments. Hey, very, very little likes there. Can give me some likes or not? Yeah. 186 of you here just now, okay, combine YouTube and Facebook. Just now was about 230, 250 plus. Okay, I think some of you left already. Okay, just type value in the comments if you enjoyed today's session. I think for 3 weeks already, I never speak, a bit rusty, okay. Do not to speak already, okay. I hope you enjoyed this sharing today, give you some value. Okay, so at least you know what to expect in the coming, week, in the coming months, and especially the next third quarter as well. Okay. Do you think Tesla will come down soon? can keep going up, right? It can or it can. Tesla, I didn't really watch it. Tesla. Tesla. Don't chase that. If you want to buy, you should buy here, break out here or something like that. You want to buy now, a bit 头脑派. Okay, don't buy now. Don't chase that. You want to chase, at least wait for some pullback. Then you want to enter, then be safer. Right now, of course, the market can continue to go higher, for example, to R3, that kind. But the risk to reward is not that good. It's not that good. So yeah, don't chase that. Don't always have to trade every time. Okay, wait. Okay, of course, don't scold me if Tesla continue to go higher, but my style is I will wait for a pullback. Okay. So I think with that, I will end the session. So have a good weekend ahead. So I hope you get value from this session. Give me a like, share, or comment as such if you're watching this on a replay. Okay. Have a good weekend. I will see you guys next week. Thanks so much. Good night and晚安. Bye-bye.